Good day, my friends. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. I'm Jeffrey Saunders, and most of you may know me if you're watching just my straight video on Facebook. But for others who are looking on my webpage, thecanadianhealingmedium.com, I am also known as the Canadian Healing Medium. So just a very brief introduction to who I am for those who don't know. I just share about 3 years ago I had a near-death experience, and that experience transformed my life and changed my life. And coming back to my body, I was given a rare gift where I can see the energy that's always around us. So I can actually physically see through dimensions that are around us. And I've been working with the highest of evolved beings since the summer of 2019. So as I share this, I was actually doing cardio this morning. I go by the river every morning, and it's so needed and a part of my life to just be around nature, to do my cardio in the morning. And we can all find things in our lives to help uplift our lives, on however that means for you. But that's what I do for every day. That's a part of my life. And this morning it came to me to make this video on sharing about my personal experiences that I have lived through. So not a belief system, not about religion, and there's nothing wrong for those who live by religion. You are perfect for who you are, and don't ever let anyone try to tell you anything different, because it is your life path to go through those experiences in which you have come here for. And what I am sharing on today is strictly on my personal experiences of what I have been through with the light beings that have been working with me to show me who God is, to show me who our Creator is, to show me who Source Energy, whatever name you choose to use in your life, you're absolutely perfect for the names that you use and how you identify with things. So I just want to be very, very clear. This is not to try to change anyone's belief, okay? It is just me sharing on my personal experiences, on my realizations through the personal experiences I've went through to understand who God truly is in my life today, okay? So I shared a video, and you can find it on my webpage if you click on my webpage and go to menu and then blog and then personal. You can see I have one done up where Jesus and Archangel Uriel, they were in my room. And again, I can see them. I've been working with those two since October 2019. And Jesus actually put me through an experience. And it's an experience we're all going to go through once we pass over. So it was given to me to have these understandings. So as I give back in my life today, I speak on only my personal experiences of truth on what they mean to me. And then when I go through these experiences, I can then ask them what comes up for me to have these feelings of things feel right. I then ask them, does that mean that, I'm feeling this right now? Is this true or whatnot? And then they always tell me yes or no. So I build my wisdom and knowledge through the truth of them giving back to me, so I can give back to you, the person who is open to hearing my message today. So again, you can go back on my webpage and you can view that video when I shared about that experience. But I'm going to start at that experience, which happened for me about a month ago. So what are we in, April? So March, about sometime in March of 2021, I went through this experience where I was laying on my bed. I called Jesus in the room and I share about what he looks like and whatnot in that video. But he had me in a space to the purest form of light of who we are. And then going through this experience, it caused me to have a lot of realizations and a lot of questions on what was coming to me to be true. And then they were giving back to me, yes, this is true. Yes, this is true. And this is what I'm sharing and giving back to each of you today, okay? So the realization that I had from that is, whatever name you choose to use, the pureness of the light of energy of what we are all made of and how we are all created, that main source of energy is not a he or she. It's not even a being like you and I. It doesn't even have a consciousness to think like you and I. Okay, and this is what we've been referring to as God, Creator, Source Energy. So how we are created as life forms of light. There is no form to our light. We are just a being of light. And then as we evolve, we start being able to take form through different lives and experiences that we have gone through. And then when we go back to the other side, we can live in that form. Our light being can take form of the personal physical body that you lived in at some point. When we refer to God or a creator or source energy, it is the consciousness of who we are at the purest level of light, of the energy we are created from, is God consciousness. So when we go to speak and we feel that God has spoken to us, that is actually our inner being's consciousness at the purest level of light, not interfered by the human mind of the conditioning that we have gone through. Those are two separate entities. Our human mind of the consciousness is what we come here to learn, grow, and evolve from, to find the pureness of light of God consciousness that lives within us. The wisdom and knowledge is in each of us. And when we get to the space where I live fully through my inner being of light today, I no longer live through the conditioning of my human mind of the experiences I lived through, but it shaped and formed me into the truth of finding the true being that lives within each of us. So I wanted to share on my personal experience with that. I also now want to share on and touch on the mind's consciousness and our soul's consciousness. So the two separate entities of what we are living through. Our soul's consciousness, the true being that lives within us, of a being of energy of light, it runs on feelings and emotions. It runs on trusting how you feel within, because if you trust with how you feel, that is your being within trying to guide you on the highest path as you go through the experiences that we come here to go through in our life. Because we all come here to learn, grow, and evolve. So the more you listen to how you feel within, the more you're going to be on that higher path throughout life. We still have struggles and challenges, but when we give up all to God or all to Creator or all to Source Energy, and we can't handle things, we're then aligning to the being within us, and it will cause things to happen. It has the power of the energy has to manifest different things to happen in our life, because we're all connected to that one source of energy that we are all created from, and we are all of one essence of that one energy. Okay, so trusting on how you feel. How many times in life have you had an experience where you had a gut feeling and you didn't listen to it, and then whether it be relationships, we'll go with relationships right now. You know, how many times did we have that gut feeling that something wasn't right or something was wrong? We had those red flags and we didn't listen to it, and then our human mind decided, no, our free will, to go and do it. And then we end up learning a hard lesson because we didn't listen to how we feel. God consciousness, the true being of who you are within, was trying to show you that it didn't really want to go through that experience, but you have free will. Your free will chose to not listen to how you feel. So moving forward in life, it's really understanding to start listening to how we feel. It is so important, okay, to live on that higher path in life. When we live on this higher path in life, the higher we live, the more frequency of energy that flows through us, the more love, joy, and happiness we're going to have in our lives. But we're still going to have struggles. We're still going to have challenges, because that is why we come here, is to learn, grow, and evolve. So as I speak now on the mind's consciousness, okay, it's understanding of its ego, the conditioning of our human mind. If all throughout life we've had personal experiences that shaped and formed us, and energetically the energy from those experiences are always a part of us until healed. But then when you do the healing work to heal the hurt and pain that you lived through, there is still a vibration of energy that is attached to you. And I'm going to share briefly that if you do go on my webpage, that you can actually go to the menu, blog, and then guided meditations. And these guided meditations, I stream in the highest frequency of light energy, and then it's recorded into the audio, and I put it into my guided meditations. And when you go through this beautiful experience, only because you desire and want to go through it, there will be a vibration that will remove the hurt and pain that you lived through to help get you up to that high frequency of light to manifest greater things into your life, because you do not have those layers energetically anymore. That is a part of you. And then you rise up, you manifest greater things into your life, okay? And these are my personal experiences to where I'm at today. To not have any fear, to be so full of love in my life. I still have challenges, I still go through hard times, but I trust in God, Creator, Source Energy, the true being of light that lives within me, of that consciousness, has things put in place for me because it wants to go through experiences, and I have to trust in Him or her, whatever name we choose to use. Again, that is my inner being of light, the consciousness that was created through our Creator that has no consciousness. And then it comes back to our true being of light, who is of that, right? So anytime with the human mind of ego, when we judge another person, when we judge ourselves, there's that law of attraction there. When we hurt another, it's because we're hurting within. We did not heal, right? Or we're hurting ourselves. We did not heal. It's all within our mind's consciousness, plus energetically as well at the same time. So there are many different things with needing to be right. Even watching me right now and sharing with you, if you feel within you that you do not like me for some reason, that is the human mind. Because your soul within you, we're all aligned to the same truth. The same core truth is in each of us, right? And if you need to feel to try to stop me from speaking because you want to voice out things that are important to you, that is the human mind, the ego, with needing to be right, with needing to be seen. But the soul's consciousness will sit back and listen, because I know when I listen to each of you, when I have sessions healing people around the world and I listen to their experiences, I am present in the moment where the aliveness of my soul's consciousness, the being of light of who I am, lives. And I'm aligned to it, and I'm listening without thinking of what I need to say next. I am then absorbing their personal experiences on how they've learned and grown in life, and then I take that in, and whatever connects with me, it's placed within the wisdom and knowledge of a library that lives within each of us through all of our lives. So it really came to me today. I just wanted to make a quick video of my truth, my personal experiences that I go through, because this is my purpose. This is why I'm here today. This is why, after all those suicide attempts all throughout my life, and to heal from all of it, it was to come to this place where I'm at now, so I can share only on my personal experiences. I do not share on a belief system on what I believe. I share just strictly on my personal experiences of things I have gone through and the truth of it with openness and honesty, so that I can give back in my small way in my life for those who are ready and who are open to listening with what I have to share about. You will notice in your own life, moving forward with these realizations, and it's going to help you grow within even more. And you will start realizing and having realizations in your own life that, oh, well, Jeff said that. This is kind of connecting to me now, right? More and more, you're going to start building a relationship with your true being that lives within you. And the beautiful thing is, it's not about just having a relationship with your true being. It's living through it. And it starts at the beginning with building that relationship, spending time alone, doing things that are causing you to be present in the moment. That is when we are building a relationship with the true being that lives within us. That is going to bring us to more love, joy, and happiness in our life. The more you do that in your life, eventually you end up living through it. You have more realizations, and always trust with how you feel. For those who align to me on some level today, trust with how you feel. Don't allow your mind to overanalyze and start analyzing, because you're back asleep. Your soul, your consciousness is back asleep fully, because you are fully now back in the consciousness of your mind of thought. Okay? So that is the information I wanted to share today with each of you. And, with the things I share about, there's no debate on anything that I share about. I do not choose to debate about it, because it's my personal experiences, not a belief system. If you don't believe me, that's okay, right? It's completely okay. We all align to one another in different ways. We all have something beautiful to offer, and we will align to different people that are needed. Once we do the healing work and get past things in our lives, we can give back. the most amazing thing in my life today is giving back and the lives that I am changing by just sharing on what I've learned and putting it into a business and healing people this way, right? And we all have something. There's something amazing about each of you within you, but you have to do the work. You have to come to you will end up coming to these realizations, if not in this life, then the next one, because it's, again, our free will to live in different lives if we choose to. It's our free will. We have free will in this life, free will when we're not here. But it is so important to do the healing work, because if you haven't healed from the past of shame and guilt of what you have done to others or what others have done to you, you're not going to thrive and live through, and you're going to focus more on fear-based situations within this planet, and that's all you're going to focus on, because you haven't done the healing work within to live through the true being that lives within you. And that's truly just what I want to share about, to help inspire and lift someone up today who is open to hearing my message. So I'm very excited to be here today. I'm very excited for the place that I'm at today, to be able to give back to each of you without having any fear in my life. I used to live in fear. Severe ADHD, hello. I lived in my mind my whole life. I don't live there no more. And we can all reach this place. And life becomes so much more beautiful, because within you it's more beautiful. And then what you see outward, you only see what's beautiful. And then with the other things of suffering and struggle, you do what you can, right? But it's boundaries of energy at that point as well. I had to learn boundaries of energy, giving back and not receiving anything back, understanding how that was draining me throughout my life. Today I have boundaries of energies in relationships, in everything that I do, on how I get put out. If I'm not receiving things coming back, then I cut it off, right? And now that has caused me to live even more in a beautiful place where I have so much energy to give to those who are grateful for what it is I'm doing for them. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day today, and please check out my guided meditations on my webpage, thecanadianhealingmedium.com, because it is there for each of you. These are a part of my sessions that transform my life, and I'm giving back, and the beautiful power of what I'm connected to, of our source of energy at that highest frequency, it's recorded into the audio. And you can feel it vibrating through you depending on how far along you are in your path. Some people will feel a lot, some people will feel less. But if you do my shame and guilt, because we all have remorse on things that we had to learn through, but it is a part of us, that energy, until God, creator, or the highest frequency of energy runs through you, it will remove it and turn it to light, and you will feel more freed in your life. And it's free. I'm doing this for free because I want to uplift people's lives. Only for those who desire and want it will truly receive what it is in those guided meditations. So I am going to end it there, because I can go on, and I love talking about this stuff, because it's what changed my life from not loving who I've seen in the mirror, hating what I've seen, to now loving absolutely in a humble way of who I am today. And yeah, so have a great day, everyone.